This is session number 1 of my Absolute Beginners Boxing Basics series that will help anybody get set up for a boxing based workout, whether it be on a punch bag or doing a shadow spar workout, or if you're thinking about starting any kind of boxing workout at all. This is a great place to get yourself practice before you go off and do that. Now, the video is designed and set up in a way to be an interactive coaching tool, which means it's going to require you to work with me through each section stage by stage. Now, the way that I kind of conduct this is we slow everything down. My principle is to learn fast, we first have to go slow, and it works very, very effectively because what I'm looking for you to do is get a real feel for your body in each position. I want you to not just get a mental understanding of, oh yes, well I'm standing here. I want you to get a feel for where you are, your surroundings, and that weight generating through the legs, etc. Now, session 1, it can often be overlooked and people kind of want to skip this off because it is so basic, but it is fundamentally the most essential thing that you can do. And we're working through our basic stance, our basic guard, and our basic then lateral movement. Now, as I said, it sounds so simple and you may not want to go straight into this because you're not even going to throw a punch, but without this, we're not going to be able to throw effective punches anyway. You need to know how to place weight in the legs. You need to know then how to displace weight through the legs, and then you need to know how to do this basic lateral movement. So if you've just stumbled across this video and you are looking to get involved with some sort of boxing based workout, whether it be shadow spar or anything else, like this video to let me know that you're interested in trying it, and number 2, subscribe so that you can find it again nice and easy and you can work through then the whole series. Now, once we've gone through session 1 and you've taken your time to do it and you feel comfortable with it, so we say don't just rush through it. If you need to go through session 1 again, do go through session 1 again. It's really important. But once you've completed that and you're ready, session 2 is in the links below, and that is where we'll then move on to your basic jab. But get through this first. It's really good. It takes you through stage by stage and it's very enjoyable. The workout is about to begin, and I'll let you go off and do it. Have fun. Before we can get you moving on your punch bag, I want to get you set with your stance, your guard, and some very basic lateral movement. I'm going to start with your stance and your guard, and to get this through to you, this is the most important thing in a sense, not only that you can learn today, but continually be mindful of and practice, because out of your stance, out of your guard is going to be everything that you produce effectively, from your punches to your movement to your balance, and also for your defensive maneuvers, whether it be a roll, a slip. Everything comes out of this first foundation of setting up your stance and guard. So we're going to start with the stance. Now I'll show you a couple of angles and you can kind of work with me as we go through this. So if you're watching this and just going, oh yeah, that's good, I'll try it after, do it with me. We're going to start off. I'll show you this angle first of all. If you just start with feet together, we'll take one foot out in front, take that opposite leg back, and we want our legs just slightly wider than hip width apart, with our left side facing our imaginary opponent, which is in the direction of my fist right now. Okay, so you've got one leg back, one leg up at the front. Now this back leg, you're going to want to be stuck up onto that toe, so that heel's off the floor all the time. Now you will find this a little bit irritating to start with if you've never done it before, and you'll start burning the calf. But don't worry about that. You'll get conditioned with it. But that's always where that is going to be. You need that back up onto that back toe all the time. All right. So that's our first positioning. Now put a slight bend in both knees and feel as though you're kind of sitting into the hips slightly. Now what I do find, and I will show you this way because some of you might have done it already if you're going through it, is when that bend comes in, some people like push the hips forward, and we don't want that. We want to be sat into the hips so that bum just back slightly so that we can feel balance, and we want our weight 50-50 between the legs. So you don't want to be have too much weight into that back leg, so you don't want to be leaning backwards. You don't want to be leaning forwards. We want to just be sat nice and steady into that stance. So it's legs slightly wider than hip width apart. We don't want it too wide. We don't want it too close. Slightly wider than hip width apart. Bend those legs up onto that back toe, and that's our basic first stance. Now, one thing I want you to look at right now is if you've got into that position is make sure that that back leg isn't directly behind the front leg. That puts you in kind of a tightrope position, and what you'll find from there is you're just going to be off balance. So when we start to move, you'll feel a little bit wobbly, and that's not good. So make sure that back leg is just pulled over to that right side slightly, and also make sure that back toe is not pointing that way, because all of this, so if you've got your legs behind, not only will you be off balance, but it will shorten your reach with your straight right. And we always want that straight right to make a good connection on the bag or on someone's face, however you're doing it, okay? And the next thing, so with that angle out, it will do the same thing. You'll not be able to get that reach with that rear punch, okay? So just pull it round so it's just forward slightly. I don't mind a slight turn out. I tend to do that quite a bit, but if it's right behind you, that's never good. So up onto those toes now. Make sure that back toe's up. Make sure you're in your stance. Bend both legs, sit into the hips, and just get a feel for that stance. We should be able to get a movement kind of forward and back between it. I'll show you from this angle. Like so. I'm nice and soft in it, so I'm not rigid and locked out. I'm just nice sat into it, okay? And this enables me to move wherever I want to move within my stance. That is our solid point, and our legs kind of need to be always set in this position. We don't want to be in our movements, bringing our feet together. We want to be set in this kind of width, so we're just nice and solid all the way through. That's our stance. So make sure you're in your stance now. Get that weight 50-50. Make sure you're not doing that with your bum. Make sure you sat down into it, and then we'll get our basic guard up, okay? So from there, what we'll do from here, backhand. That's your rear hand. Should be your right hand. From there, pop it up onto the cheek and keep that elbow downwards. So don't have your guard like this. Don't have it too low. Just keep that glued there all the time. And any punches that we throw out, return back to this position. Don't have it hanging out in front of you. Keep it tight. So we've got some nice cover on that cheek, on that chin. And then defensively, as we move on, we can just shift our hands up. We've got our body covered. We've got that elbow tucked in nice and tight there. So we're covering the body. And our punches will just work mechanically very well from there. All right. So you should be in your stance still. You've got that backhand up. Front hand, we're just going to pop that up, and we're just going to pop it right in front of the chin, like so. Covering that chin, that's the off button if you ever get clipped in it, but you're not going to. It's a punch bag workout. And then from there, again, same principle, elbow tucked in. All right, so we've got nice soft legs. Got that bend in the knees. You can do this if you want to, bounce up and down, but not bouncing up and down, all right? Just nice and soft. Now, first bit of movement. Now we're in this stance. We're going to move to the left. It's not going to be a dramatic move. However, if we are going to go left, you need to move your left leg first, just very slightly. I'm not going big steps. We just want a small little step to the left. And then that back leg, just drag it over. Now, if you do that now, so go left, and then that right leg goes left as well. And now we're going to go right, but this time we'll lead with the right leg, and we'll pull that front foot back into position, okay? So if we go left again, so left leg first, drag that back foot. Our aim is to stay with this side on to our punch bag or opponent, whichever you want to call it. And then from there, if we go right, pull that left leg over to the right as well. So if we go to the left, we lead with the left leg and then follow with the right leg. If we go to the right, we lead with the right leg and then follow with that left leg. This is the basic principles of moving, and you are going to need this because with your punch bag workouts, I am going to want you moving around the bag, okay? So we're just going to drill this for a second now, and we're just going to go left, left. So if I go left, left, you'll go left leg first, then right leg. If I say right, right, you'll go right leg, then left leg right. In that direction. Get yourself ready. Sit into that stance, keep those elbows in, get yourself ready up onto that back toe, and left, left, right, right. Now keep the feet really close down on the floor. Don't make it big steps as you move. And if you have a look on how I'm doing it, I'm actually more or less dragging that trailing leg. So if I go left, I'll have a little step over, and then my right leg just literally drags across the floor to it. You always want your feet close down onto the floor all the time so that we've got a nice grounding and that we're not off balance. Ready? Right, step over, right. Bring that left leg over again. Left, left, right, 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 left, 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 left. Now make sure when you're pulling these legs over that you're not ending up in this tightrope position. So if the movement is too big, you can end up on that tightrope, and you don't want to be there. We always want to be grounded and fixed into this stance, okay? Keep that guard up. We'll go again. Get ready. Left, left, right, 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 left, left. Okay, now I'm going to go a little bit quicker, and this time I'm only going to say left or right once, so I'm not going to count it for both feet. If I say left, you'll just automatically go over like so. All right, get yourself ready. 3, 2, 1, and left, right, 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 left, 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 right. Small steps, stay up onto that back toe. Right, right, left, 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 and rest down. Go on to the next section where you shall learn about your jab.